I'm here to share knowledge with you gentlemen tonight, discuss a bit about the Villa game, transfers, and the games taking place tonight.
Yep.
Speaking of the games tonight, what we got Arsenal versus West Ham in the league. West Ham took the lead after about 18 minutes, Jack Collison. But as we speak, Lucas Podolski's just equalised to make it 1-1. And currently at the Liberty Stadium, where Swansea are playing Chelsea, Capital One Cup, semi-final second leg. I know we're talking to Tom Ryan, who we'll get his view in a second. As soon as Bradford got a goal back, you could tell, again, confidence in the Villa camp. Do you mean it just went? Tom?
I completely agree, Sahil. It was the first 45 minutes of that game was immense. Villa played how they should. Everyone was in the right position. We scored one great goal. The momentum was high. However, coming into the second half, it was a completely different team that come out. Defence was slacking all over the place. There was a goal, a sloppy corner in the 50th minute. It's unacceptable. A lot of fans were chanting last night, sack Lambert.
That's not what you need, is it?
I'm against. I actually do like Lambert on this one. He's been dealt a very bad hand. We've lost Petrov, a fantastic player. I hope he gets well soon. Collins has gone. Dunny's injured, and no one has been replaced. Especially in defence. And we're minus 25 goals now, and you don't need to have that much football knowledge to tell that we need to buck up on our defence, because it is unacceptable to be a Villa fan at the moment. It's hard. We've got some great players. Yes, we've got Benteke up front, and he's doing a marvellous job. He's creating chances, making lots of space. But again, as soon as that goal goes in, the momentum leaves. The fans give up, and it is really tough at the moment to be an Aston Villa fan.
It's almost it's almost as if the fans are using the manager as a scapegoat. Do you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, the manager can only sort out with what he's got. I mean, if the players aren't putting in the performances, it's not as if they're bad players. I mean, they're all good players, like Benteke, Vyman. They're all good players.
Absolutely.
And they've showed they could do it, because obviously away at Liverpool, outclassing them 3-0. I mean, they've had some good results. West Brom on the weekend, 2-0 up. But like you said, confidence that low at the moment. As soon as one goal, do you mean they could even be 5-0 up at half time? At the end of the game, do you mean you've got phone-ins? Do you mean you've got this show? Do you mean phone in, voice your frustration, but don't do it when your team's playing.
And I do hate to see fans, especially seen it last night, just before the 89th minute when Villa got their second goal, fans leaving, and they're just giving up. And if fans are leaving, what do you expect the players to do? I'm one of these fans that would sit there right through to the end of the game, even if it's 10-0, 30-0 down, I'll stick it through. I'm here to support my team, rain or shine. And if the fans are giving up like that, what hope do the players?
Do you think there's I don't want to see Aston Villa get relegated, because, as you know, they've been in the Premier League since the very start. Do you think there's a chance?
Well, we'll see. We've got two very important games coming. We've got Millwall on Friday, which again not a Premier League team, but we need to win that for structure reasons. We've got Newcastle, and I think if we don't win against Newcastle, serious questions will be asked. We need a win. It's vital, because Newcastle are doing pretty bad this season.
Considering Newcastle are just above you in the league,
that's going to be a very interesting match. Like two struggling clubs going against each other.
But we'll see what happens. Two very important games.
And even, like you said, even Millwall, even they're not a Premier League side, obviously that's in the FA Cup. But to win that, it's just confidence, really.
Massive confidence boost for the players and fans.
Exactly.
Because the fans are just really slack. I've been on all the forums today. The fans hope there's about a protest about getting Lambert out. We'll discuss managers later, especially with Southampton. But I think I'm behind Lambert. He's done extremely well with the cards he's been dealt. No other manager could come and do any better without the money. Money is an issue, and I'll get to Randy Lerner in a minute. Randy Lerner does need to reach in his back pocket and invest in a club, because he did with Martin O'Neill. And look, we nearly made Champions League back in 2009. Nearly there. We had the players, confidence, money. 2012, different story. There's no money. We've got a youth team out there.
Do you mean Swansea away is tough? Definitely. Do you mean all games of the season are tough? So that's why, like you say, it is the best league in the world.
Best league in the world. However, making accumulators very difficult. Very difficult, especially for me. I haven't won one this season.
I've been close. I've been close. That's a great point. Do you know what I mean?
A lot of fans need to understand it's not always the manager. Sometimes people just don't want to invest. The board doesn't want to invest. Evidently in Villa. And we'll move this on swiftly to what's happening at Southampton. Unacceptable. I don't know what your views on it at home. Please text in, but unacceptable is the word we're using tonight.
If you want to interact with us, you can interact on the Twitter. It's at RadioLab 97.1 FM. So that's RADIOLAB 97.1 FM. So tweet us any topics we're discussing tonight. Just let us know what your opinions are. But the managerial situation at Southampton, that was absolutely shocking.
There's just who can you really get behind? Pochettino? Is it Pochettino? Is that
something like
Pochettino?
Can you, a fan?
Yeah.
Southampton get behind that at all? A manager that can do exceptionally well, back-to-back promotions, middle table.
Yeah.
What more did the board want? As he clearly said.
But then that begs another question: do you think something might happen behind the scenes, something behind the board? You know, something.
And we'll never know. Everyone never know what happened at Chelsea.
Yeah.
We'll never. The board. It's people. The board. The way I see the board, it's people who don't have that much football knowledge but have an awful lot of money making crucial football decisions which ultimately affect fans and affect the whole game. And it's getting to a point now in modern football where we've got Nigel Atkins who the fans love and die for, and he's been sacked. Unacceptable.
That's the thing. You made a good point there, Tom. Like you said.
Fans. No doubt, I think we can all agree the level, the talent in football has definitely improved in the last 10-15. It is another game now. If you had Paul Gaz going out there now, I'd be running in circles. You wouldn't have a clue. Yeah. But so that's a plus. No, the money has, especially European players coming in, have definitely improved the game. All the money. And
it's been a quite interesting night. We've had some very, very interesting developments in the football.
Yeah, we've had a lot of good discussions. The moral of tonight has been that being a ball boy is a serious hazard.
Great gag, Sahil.
Great gag. Here all week until my visa runs out.
The way you tell them.
Exactly. It's just.
It'd be nice to see Swansea take it. So there's a.
It'd be nice. And it'd be nice to see someone like Michu getting the trophy.
Yeah.
He deserves it, doesn't he?
He does.
So,
true Swansea player. He signed a contract today, did he? Till 2016, summer 2016.
Which I think is brilliant because he could have easily gone to another club, but he's managed to stay. He's repaid the faith.
Yep.
Brilliant. So we have arguably the biggest debate in football as to who is the better player, Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi. Let's start with you, Tom Wall. Who do you think and why?
It's one of them debates that have been going on for so long that it's getting a bit dry now. I think I'm going to go Lionel Messi. As well, internationally, Lionel Messi has not done enough for Argentina at all.
That's what I was going to say as well. Yeah. I was going to say that as well.
But then again, neither is Cristiano to an extent.
Well, he kicked us out of penalties, didn't he?
Exactly. Yeah,
but he has done more than enough than Lionel Messi.
The difference between Messi and other players like Pele.
Text earlier that just come through late in the show. We were discussing earlier about Zaha leaving Crystal Palace. Joey Gretsch just texted in and said either way he's going, probably for Man United or a top 4 club, but not in January. Media are pushing the move so they can see a young English star move into the limelight. So interesting Joey Gretsch. I'm inclined to agree. I do think he's definitely leaving Palace. There is strong talk about him going to Man United. You two guys are Man United fans. Discuss.
I've heard stories today again, like you said, Tom, everyone, you can't believe forums, but then again, this is what I've heard, and also on some football websites that apparently United will agree a fee with Palace on Friday, and he will be sold to United. But apparently, he will then be loaned straight back to Crystal Palace until the end of the season.
He's got to be.
But which I think bodes well for both clubs. To be fair.
I know. And you're going back to what you said, John, about pressure on the players as well. We all know what happened with Torres.
Yeah, exactly. 50 million price tag.
Yeah, and what a waste, to be honest with you. And it just that amount of pressure and all that money on Zaha, it could affect him in a bad way. We won't know, but we do know that.
Only time will tell.
Only time will tell.
But a talented player, you can't disagree.
Right, guys. Time goes quick when you're enjoying a good chat. It is now 10 o'clock, which means we have now come to the end of the show. So I hope everyone has enjoyed it.